welcome back to my channel. I've come on today to show my entry into Alex A Bullet for My Snail Mail giveaway. She's doing a giveaway. I've done a VR already, but I'll leave a link to Alex's video down below. She wanted an ATC and something that you enjoy making. Well, recently I've been making some folios following Amanda Charlesworth, Amanda Scrimping Mummy. Been following her tutorial. She'd done a beginner's folio, so I've made quite a few of them. So I thought, well, I'll make one for Alex. So this is the folio. I've used the 8x8 Amazonia Stamperia paper pad. I did have part of the pad left over in my stash, so I just bought another full 8x8, and between the leftovers and the pad I've used most of it up. But this was the cover, so I've got a stuck on chipboard flower there and a butterfly as well. Got a lovely toucan on the front, and then inside I've got some butterflies, and then I've stuck the words to the meetup, tropical and subtropical plants. And then we've got a sloth, and this opens out. You can see the parrot there, and then there's a flap here, and then there's a pocket in there just to put some little bits and pieces in, little cards and things. And there's an alligator on there. And then the next page, there's a beautiful picture there, and it does, the picture sort of joins on there, and then it actually reaches up, and we've got a stuck on lily pad there, and then there's the parrot again up there. There's some more little pieces which can be slotted. There's two pockets. There's like a slanted one and a small one there. And on this side there's a little hidden pocket just behind there, and inside there we've got some bits and pieces. And then in here we've got a pocket that lifts up, and this comes down, and we've got the map on there, and another little pocket in here, and then it also flips down and then up and then across. So we've got lots of other beautiful images on there. And then on the last page, excuse me, there's an envelope style pocket here, and there's some more bits in there, and I've stuck on a large wooden piece there, and then a smaller wood chip butterfly. This is a proper wooden one, that one. And then there's a pocket here, and then a pocket in the back. As you can see, it's all covered. So that's what I'll be sending to Alex. She also wanted an ATC, so I've done one of those in the same theme, using the same papers. Just put a butterfly and just printed some script and some silver gilding polish through a stencil, and I've edged it with rose gold. So that's my entry to Alex's giveaway. But I've also made some other of the folios as well, which I'll show you. Now I did use, I'll show you what I used, this card. This was from the range, and it costs, I think it's £4.99 to get 20 sheets, 12 by 12, and I found it's really, really good. It doesn't crack like a lot of the other card does, so that's why I keep going back to the range for more of this. And this is the one I use, because I've currently got another one which is a plain. I haven't covered it yet. I'm thinking of maybe using the forest pad. I've bought another one, and that's come today, and I've got bits and pieces of one I had previously. So the 8x8 seems to work really well, because you get a full, if there's a nice big image, you can actually stick it just more or less straight on, just cut it down. So yeah, so the first one I actually made was this one, and I used Dinky Doo Crafts for this one. The nautical folio, I'll leave a link to Dinky Doo Etsy shop down below. This kit worked really well with it as well, and I had great fun decorating the cover. So there's a bit of sort of mesh there, and I've layered it up. There's some sort of paper underneath, and then some other sort of sparkly netting. I raised the ship up on the front and stuck some shells down. So this was my first one that I covered, and within the kit Dinky Doo Crafts, I've actually stuck down some extra little tuck spots which came with the kit that were already made. They were already ready to stick down, so I've got an extra little bit in there, and then we've got something in there. So it's exactly the same, but decorated differently, as you can see. So we've got that flap that goes up. Great fun decorating them, really love doing it. So I've got bits and pieces in there, and then again the pocket there, and I've added an extra pocket on that one again. And this one here, I like doing things like this where I just cut round that to leave it so it was hanging over. I just thought that was quite a nice little extra something different. If you take that out, we've got the letters and everything are actually on the back of there. And then this one opens up like that. Stuck some extra shells on. And then another pocket here, so the lighthouse, I've had to stick the bottom of the lighthouse on there just so we get that the full lighthouse on there. Some little envelopes in there, and then a little pocket there, and then a pocket on the back. So that was that one. Then I've also done this one, which is another Stamperia pad, which is the Arts one, and some more of the wood chip stickers. So I'm just really using up what I've got in my stash, because I've sort of hoarded all these Stamperia pads and the chipboard stickers for quite a while, and I'm really pleased I've come across this folio, because I think it's just a great way of, I mean, I probably won't part with a lot of these folios, but it's a nice way to look at them, and you know, that's actually something I've made myself. So again, I've fussy cut out and stuck that on there, and that's a sticker on top of there. As you can see, it's shiny. And it works so well because of the size, and if it just looks as if it was made for that, it works well. And then this opens up here, and that paintbrush is stuck on top of the picture of the paintbrush. And then I've just cut that down there just to let it overhang, and stuck on a paint tube there. And then this one has got a lovely image on here. I'll take out the little pieces. That continues there with the pocket in the middle, and then this opens out, and that's one big picture there. So again, I've used the 8x8. That seems to be the best size to use for this size of folio. And then a pocket there, stuck on some scissors, pocket in the back, and a pocket on the back of there. I've stuck down a little suitcase on there, and then I had to make a steampunk one. I love this. Again, this is Stamperia, and again I had some of the wood chip stickers as well, and so again it's exactly the same. You can see the little details, extras and things that's stuck on. I'd say it probably takes me about a day, if I had a full day, probably a morning to build the actual folio itself, and then an afternoon to decorate it, and then probably another couple of hours to actually add on all of the little extras and have a play around with what bits and pieces can go in the pockets, just to make good use of the pad, really. Some of this actually was what Jessica Marvel gave me. I bought a folio, a journal off Jessica, and there was lots of extras she included, so I've just popped some of them in here. It was a nice touch, all steampunk. And I did have another pad that was the Miss Vagabond, I think it was called. So I just used, because I ran out of the one that was called Voyages Fantastiques, I ran out of that. So I had to hunt for some other steampunk themed paper. I stuck Adventure on there, which I thought was quite a nice touch. I love this paper. And then that on the back with another pocket. So that was that one. And then finally I used the paper pad and a few kit things that I bought from That's Crafty. I showed it in a haul, was it just last week, the week before? Well, by the time you see this, after Alex has received her giveaway entry, it was probably a bit ago. But you'll have seen I got plumbing chocolate, and I knew straight away that I wanted to decorate the folio in that. So I've put some stickles on the flowers, and you can see them glistening. It says Timeless Journey. So this one hasn't got as many embellishments to it because there just wasn't any with the kit. There was lots of little tags and tickets, but there wasn't a lot of words to put on, so I've had, these are out of my own stash, and they were a download off something I've had for a little while. Again, the same with that. And then the pockets, there's lots and lots of lovely plum florals, some little rulers. They came with the kit, and then that one goes up there and then down. Some tickets in there, and then a little pocket and a pocket. So it's quite plain, that one. I could probably add a little bit more to it if I got something that would match. But yeah, so that's my folios for now. So I'll be sending this one off to Alex now. So by the time you see this video, she'll have received it. So thanks for watching. I'll leave a link to Amanda's wonderful channel down below, so you can check out the folio videos. I mean, she makes lots and lots of different things, but I'm sort of hooked on making these at the moment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.